Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel on this Sunday for a Sunday Thought. Now, this Sunday, my thought is about inspiration. And looking it up in the dictionary, it says as a noun, the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative, or a sudden, brilliant, creative, or timely idea. How do we find our inspiration? I know many people read books or used to read books. Maybe they look at different YouTube channels now and hear different speakers, or hopefully myself, listen to different other elements of where others like to go out hiking and walking and look at nature and see the beauty all around. Others like to meditate, just go inside and be inspired by their own beingness in relation to what is around them. It's such a fascinating world that we live in, and we can be inspired by many, many, many things. And when we are inspired, what do we do with it? Do we just tuck it away with everything else, or do we put it into use? Do we manifest it? Do we share it with our friends or family? So really, what is inspiration? It is the idea of moving beyond the little box. And I say little, not really meaning that, you're going to live in a little wee box, but we're boxed in often by our own thinking and our own awareness. And I know I spent many years working to expand myself to a point where sometimes my viewpoint had to change as I got inspired by a thought I had or something I read that had me thinking about something differently. And then how do I incorporate that back in when the majority of the world doesn't see things the way I see them? I was explaining to a client recently, as I spent my whole life, it seemed, having different viewpoints, seeing things in a different way, understanding things from a different perspective than what was the mainstream. And consequently, what happened was I just kept going. I kept writing little booklets. I kept doing workshops. I kept seeing clients. And even though in some ways at one time I had a television career, another time I did a lot of radio work and speaking, what inspired me, what kept me going was the newness of horizons, that I didn't get myself totally boxed into a certain perception of thinking, that I wasn't just regurgitating what everybody else said. I would read a book, because that's what we did in those days. We read books. And from that book, I would be inspired, and I would sit and think, and ideas would come flooding in that gave things perhaps a little different perspective. And often I used a what if this, or what if that. Historical novels very often open doorways for me because people usually write about what they know or have experienced at some time or place. And then how did that incorporate into our more modern world? It all has an effect as to how it works and how it relates. So my thought for you this Sunday is really think about what inspires you to be a better person, inspires you to be more creative, to inspire you perhaps to work out more or to go outside more, especially in another month or so, the weather won't be so nice outside. But what inspires you? Are you a person that needs to be by yourself? Or are you a person that likes to be around people? Are you a person who likes to put your ideas down on paper, in a sense, on the computer, keeping a blog or a notebook? Or are you a person that just wants to hold everything inside? There's no right or wrong. It's what does inspires you to be more, inspires you to be perhaps bigger than you can be, and to keep growing and knowing that there is more in this life. So this Sunday, as the week comes up, I'm just asking you to think about what inspires you and to find something during this coming week that inspires you to think a little differently, to see things from a different perspective, to be a little bit more aware. I want to thank you for listening, and especially if you press like and comments. I really enjoy the comments that are coming in. It inspires me when I get comments. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And also remember, you can go to my website, normacowie.com, and you can email me and or sign up for the monthly newsletter, which I need to get out in the next couple of days because we're now into October and it's the 4th today. So you have a good week and be inspired. Thank you.